Dolphins at the Bengals. Cincinnati, 4-point favorite, over-under of 47. Chris, who do you like?
Did you say Cincinnati? I like that.
Yes, I did. Did you say Bengals? Because
Yeah.
I know you're going to.
Well, I definitely am. But it's funny you say Cincinnati. That's how my father, who's grew up right by Cincinnati, calls it Cincinnati. We had to correct him. And I was like, no, it's Cincinnati. No, it's Cincinnati. It's Cincinnati. Is that how they say it in West Virginia? Just before I start on this little breakdown of the game?
No, I've heard it referred to before as Cincinnati, maybe by your dad when he used to call games.
Yeah,
maybe he said Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Just as you say Bengals.
Yeah, that's right. The freaking Bengals. That's right. I'm excited for this one. I think the big key to the game for me, just if I had to take one thing, I'm going to go right to the Bengals offense, protection of Joe Burrow against a defense that's super aggressive. I could see it going, a lot of different ways. And I really think this is a key to the game because I think if, the Dolphins, if they do it too much, they could create a play and certainly a turnover. They've done that 2 out of their 3 games where their defense has helped them score easy touchdowns. But at the same time, they let up a lot of big plays too. And this group, it was called the Big Play Bengals last year for a reason. They can torch you here in this equation. So that's the thing I look at. Will the Dolphins back off of it? I don't know. Will they be a little scared of Jamar Chase and Higgins and Boyd and being one-on-one like that with Joe Burrow, who's pretty aggressive? I think ultimately that's what I'm scared of. I'm going to say the Bengals have a good plan for it. I think Joe Burrow is going to realize, wait, my defense is good. As long as I don't get a strip sack, fumble, or force something, I think we can win this football game. And that's why, when it comes down to it, that's the biggest point for me. I'm going to go the Bengals 27-20.
I've got 27-21. Look, Bengals are 1-2. They're back home for the first time since week 1. They should be 2-1. Could be 3-0. They had the Steelers beaten. They had the Cowboys beaten. I thought they were going to blow the Cowboys off the field. That's one of my various failed best bets. But I think tonight, the Dolphins, not as good as 3-0 would suggest. I know we have them at the top of the power rankings. A few breadcrumbs there, a few treats for the Dolphins fans that want to enjoy this great start. And hey, they are 3-0. You are what your record says you are, but they shouldn't have beaten the Bills. They pulled a rabbit out of their ass to beat the Ravens. I just feel like tonight, short week, making the trip, Bengals understand what's at stake. Wearing the white on white with the white helmets, That's a little energizing.
No doubt.
Right? You've talked about that. How you feel translates to how you play, and they're going to feel good because they look good in those all-white uniforms. I like the Bengals 27-21. Joe Burrow, big night. Jamar Chase, big night. And, we talked earlier on PFT Live about over-under. We're both right on the cusp of that 47. You're on it. I'm over it. I don't know how I feel about how high-scoring the game is going to be. I'm hoping it's even more than what we've picked, but our sense is right in line with where Vegas is by way of picking that middle ground where we really don't know which way it's going to go.
Yeah, and definitely. It's still early, like we talked about. I think teams are figuring themselves out. And I think the other thing that, I know you and I have discussed, so maybe not a ton of it, the Bengals defense is good. And the fact that the Dolphins can't run the ball very well, the Bengals, no DJ Reader, I understand that. But I still think they're going to be able to contain the run game without having to put, too many eggs in that basket to where now, okay, the screens to Tua and the screens to Tyreek and Waddle and all those plays won't have quite the same effect. And I do think that's an advantage the Bengals have.
All right, so we both are on the same page. Bengals to win, Bengals to cover, which of course means the Dolphins will win easily based upon how we've been doing so far this year.
Thanks for watching, homies. Hit subscribe to see all my unbuttoned videos. You get to see me, Ahmed Fareed, all the big player breakdowns, game breakdowns, player interviews, and my film analysis. So please subscribe. Chris Simms Unbuttoned. Peace out.